I'd like to thank everybody for allowing me to be here. My story is a little different. I grew up in Northwest Baltimore in Park Heights in Tawanas, Wrightstown, Tawanas community. Seen a lot of struggles. Family did the best they could. My grandmother adopted me because my mother was young and she was trying to figure her own issues out. Growing up in the community that I was in, it was like sports, relative, like the challenges of coming outside, playing kickball, but then like fights, running over cars, things. These attractions became the livelihood, Went to Malcolm X, went to Dr. King. There I learned about a lot of inspirations of racial justice at an early age, but really didn't understand because we wasn't seeing it. All we seen was us as a community, and everybody played a part to like help the Tawanas from Cold Spring to Oswego to Tawanas over to Park Heights, Pinnacle Road. Everybody was a collegiate family, but it then came a separation between whether you was from the top or you was from the bottom. 1980, drugs filtrated into our community crazy. Certain jobs got lost with adults, and there were people trying to buy properties and things of that nature to help each other. Later on, growing up, in and out of institutions, trying to survive and method, like to find my own way, not having a father, not meeting until I was 14. And instantly, like, I was on the strip and someone introduced us, then my aunt later connected us. Later on, throughout that, having a child, then wound up trying to figure that out as a kid and wound up catching 15 years and affected her, but didn't understand, and repeatedly for 2 decades, in and out of institutions and affecting communities, just trying to make it, and each time coming back home, seeing like racial oppression just target areas around the city, resources just leaving, but yet individuals just trying to find measures of way to make it, but then being blackballed. So we just stayed in the streets, 2014, 2007, got sentenced to a legal sentence. After 7 years, gave the time back, rolled into public safety compact. And that was the first time that resources was implemented and a network was put around me that I could actually see that change could happen. And basically, I just kept saying there has to be hope for others that come out. 2015, it ended. 2016, I met Mr. Ron Russell through doing some work with Ceasefire and Stephanie Rawlins Blake, and basically helping other guys that I knew that was being targeted to get jobs and employment. And while I was employed, started like providing bus pass for certain guys that was already with me for us to keep making it and showing up at places. And they was like, y'all can't come in. We will wait outside, talk to guys as they was coming out, telling them come to Emmanuel on Tuesday night. We would be there. Mr. Ron Russell told me about an elevation award. Got some people that helped me. Baltimore Corps initially like gave me $10,000. I connected with Karen York, Ray Kelly, Nicole Hansen. We formed a street team. And from that, I started saying, helping oppressed people have to be able to excel and have the proper allegiance to be able to excel and stay connected to communities. So people could see this, stay to understands the learning and bringing people to Annapolis so they could see the real understand how policy is made, how policy is educated, and then how in community, we already structuralized and doing these things. We're just doing it in a legal system, but we have to find a pathway to bring our legal trades to positive trades and then build back economic pathways in our community. And from these things, being able to help ex-offenders with Ms. Lisa has always said to me and Nicole that long as we stay out of the spotlight, other people can see the work that's vigilant through the passion of our heart so that they can walk into the spotlight. So today, for the last 4 years, each year, 20 guys have stayed out. That's $39,000 that has not been spent on their incarceration. And yet through Baltimore Corps funding and other funders and supported donors, we've been able to continue in doing book bag drives, community food feedings, providing bus passes, and just legally like helping guys find measured ways to get stabilized and have houses and eliminate the injustice that continues to have them to sit in prison as a market.
And thank you.
It's an honor. So like, thank y'all.